Tekken 8's roster so far. It's random as hell. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy DRPGNGM. Praise God to get money. Back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. You know what it is, man. Today, we are here to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while now. For a hot little minute, man. Is, you know, Tekken 8, man. Tekken 8 is on the horizon. We obtained the official release date. It's going to be in January 2024, right? So that's next year. It's what, about 5 months or so away. And you know, they've been having quite a bit of reveals. You know, all of them, the majority of them character related. The last trailer, the last footage we saw was a little bit more in depth as far as the gameplay, what we could expect, but it was still very vague simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? Like, it showed us that we could do some stuff outside of just fighting each other and rank and quick match. It showed us some little avatars, look like Wii-Me's, but it doesn't show us exactly what we could do with it. So me personally, I'm a little bit unsatisfied with that. But that's neither here nor there. We here to talk about the roster, man. The Tekken 8 roster. As you can see, right here up top, man. It's not a coincidence I started off all random, because that's exactly how I feel about Tekken 8's roster so far. It's random as hell. Like, look at the characters that they have, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, y'all know me. Those of you that don't know me or unfamiliar with me, of course, I'm a Julia Chang main. You know, I just started playing Tekken. This is my first Tekken. And I have my PhD in engineering, sustainable energy engineering. So I'm an environmental enthusiast. And so is Julia. That's why I saw she had the reforestation badge on her. That's what made me pick her. That's it. But it's like, I've been playing this game for 2 years, and I'm disappointed that she's not on the base roster. Now, granted, you're like, oh, you're new to the game, it doesn't matter. But that's what the bigger issue is. The bigger issue is that I've been playing the game for a short period of time, and I'm disappointed. So can you imagine somebody who's been playing the game for the 10 plus years it's been out, or really 8 plus years, but we're gonna round up and say it's been out for a decade, and there's been Tekken since before that, Tekken 6, Tekken Tag 2, Tekken Tag, all these other Tekkens. Can you imagine waiting so long for Tekken 8 to come out just to find out that your character's not gonna be in the base roster immediately? That's crazy. That's why I really feel like fighting games specifically, especially when they have bonus characters as a DLC characters should be limited to brand new characters and guest characters only. I should not play a game, and I've been playing Shaheen for 30 years. Then the new installment finally comes out, and I gotta pay for Shaheen. I gotta pay extra money for Shaheen. Granted, Shaheen's a bad example because he's also in Tekken 8, so the Shaheen player is good for you. But that just doesn't make any sense, man. You shouldn't have to play. You shouldn't have to pay extra for a character that you've been using. The only characters that should be able to be DLC, it should be strictly new characters, brand spanking new characters, or guest characters. That's it. Every other character, if you already existed in the game in some capacity before, I should not have to pay extra money for you. I just think that's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, let's get back to the further point, man. We're gonna talk about this Tekken 8 roster. This is a Tekken 8 roster, as you can see right here. Yes, it's been leaked. This is the leak, so we don't know if it's official, but I think it's pretty damn safe to assume it's official. Frankly, because those of you, this is spoiler alert too, just in case. You know, you might want to close your eyes if you don't want to get spoiled for the Tekken character 8, the Tekken 8 character roster. But I think everybody pretty much familiar with it and acclimated with it now. You know, granted it's not official, but I feel like it's very official. I think it's never safe to assume, but I think it'll be pretty. You're pretty okay if you assume that this is an official roster, because if you look, man, this Tekken 8 roster leak dropped before Raven dropped, male Raven that is, and Azucena. So before those characters were revealed, we saw these characters on the character leak, on the roster leak. So it's like, yeah, it could be coincidental, but you know, common sense will lead to believe that this is an official leak. Now, for players like myself, I play Julia. She's not there, obviously. So I could hold on to the little sliver of hope that maybe this isn't the full extent of the base roster. Maybe this is a premature leak. You know, maybe they're gonna add more, but I don't think so. I think, you know what I'm saying, I really, you know, I'm pretty confident that the 32 or 36 characters, I can't remember whatever number is, are right here. So like I said, you know, the fact that no one's gonna guess that it went from Master Raven to Male Raven. No one's gonna guess a brand new character like Azucena. You know what I'm saying? So this is pretty much it, man. So I guess my question is to you, like, by you, I don't mean you as the audience. I mean you as in the developers. What the fuck were y'all thinking, man? Like, I know I played Julia, but Julia's not even the issue, because I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel like Julia and Leo have a little bit of similarities, and we know Leo's in the game, as you can see up there at the top right. Leo's in the game, so I could kind of, you know, maybe I could play Leo a little bit and see like some of the little similarities there. But what are you gonna do if you play Eddie? You know what I'm saying? It's not just about me. I can't stand Eddie. I cannot stand Eddie. I do not like Eddie. But I'm just sympathizing with the people that play Eddie. It's like, bro, who are you gonna pick if you play Eddie? You could say Azucena, but no one has played Azucena. You don't know how she's gonna play. We saw the little limited character trailer. We don't know if her moveset is gonna be comparable to Eddie's particularly. You know what I'm saying? She seems like a combination of other characters, like maybe Lucky Chloe in there. She has some of the elusiveness and evasiveness like Zafina in there. You know what I'm saying? And she has some of the evasiveness of Eddie, to be fair. But bro, what are the Eddie players gonna do? What are the Bob players gonna do? Who you gonna play if you play Bob? What about Miguelito? My boy Miguel. I know a lot of people that play Miguel. What are you gonna do if you play Miguel? Bro, that's not even the worst part. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick, man. Check this out. Check this out right here. One of the most prominent players in Tekken is who? Probably after, I would say, as far as maybe after Arzan Ash and after Knee, then you gotta mention John Ding, man. He has been one of the most decorated characters as of late. He's been, I mean, players as of late. He's been winning a lot of championships. He just won the TWT trophy. You know what I'm saying? Against Super Akuma. Look at this. How can you not have? He plays Julia and he plays Eddie. Neither one of his characters are in the game. How you gonna do that to this man? Show some love for Jian Ding and put his characters in there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and drop Julia in there for your boy. But no, all jokes aside. Of course I like Julia. I play Julia. But all jokes aside though, man. How you not gonna have Eddie? Eddie to me is a staple character. He's very unique. You know, he's unique from an ethnic standpoint. He's unique from a fighting style standpoint. He's unique from a region standpoint, being in Brazil. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Azucena's from Peru, but you know that's a different part of the South America region, man. I feel like show the man some love, man. Show the man some love, bro. You gotta have Eddie base roster. You gotta have Eddie base roster. Now I will say, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. What I do think that they did a good job at, I like the fact that Shaheen's still there. Let's bring back up the picture. Let's go ahead and talk about this roster, man. I like the fact that Shaheen's still there. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact, I mean, that they brought Shaheen there. I think that's dope. I like how they brought in, of course you have Jin, Kazuya, but I like how they brought back Raven. Even though I never played with the male Raven, I think that was a nice switch up, because even if you play Master Raven, of course, outside of aesthetics, they have the similar, almost identical playstyle, so you're good on that. You're good there. You know what I'm saying? So Master Raven players could just easily transition, almost seamlessly transition to Raven, the male Raven. I like the fact that they brought back Leo. You know, Leo was probably not the most popular character, but you know, it adds depth to the roster. But my thing is, it's like a brand new character like Lydia. What's the point of bringing a new character for one installment of the game? Lydia should be base roster. You know what I'm saying? What are my Lydia players gonna do? How are you gonna not have Lydia, not have Eddie, not have Bob, not have Miguel? I don't even want to get to Josie. So let's talk about Josie. So Josie is a character that was made, that I just found out playing, you know, being a brand new player. I found out that Josie was brought in to replace, had a similar moveset of Bruce. So not only do you not have Bruce, you don't have the character that replaced Bruce. And then they brought in Fakuram, who was like another little variant of Bruce. And you don't have Fakuram either, who's another brand new character. It's like, so you brought me a brand new character for me to get used to this character, for me to play money for this character, and then you just take him away like that? Like Leroy's there, that's dope. We kind of knew that Leroy was a shoo-in because, you know, the Tekken anime, he was in there, he made an appearance in there. And I love Leroy too, I like Leroy. But how you not gonna have Lei in there? What are my Lei players gonna do? Once again, their DLC probably again. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you can say, oh yeah, these characters are gonna be in their DLC, but who the hell wants to wait? And don't they only, like traditionally, they only release like 3 or 4 characters at a time. So let's say Julia might be in Tekken, But what if she's not there for the first wave of characters? So I gotta wait another year. So Tekken 8 gonna be out 2 years. And then what if Lydia's not there for the second wave? She gonna be the third wave. So you gotta wait 3 years for Josie and Lydia potentially. That's crazy, man. And then on top of that, you're not gonna have Eddie. You're not gonna have Bob. You're not gonna have Miguel. You're not gonna have Fakuram, Josie, Lydia. You're not gonna have Eddie, Julia. I have to say Julia twice. But then you gonna have Kuma and Panda as 2 separate slots. Y'all motherfuckers ain't thinking, man. You gonna have, there's no excuse. And then also we have Jin. We have Jin here, right? And then in the trailer when they first released Jin, we see Jin showing shades of the fact, you know, they're hinting towards that Jin has some of Devil Jin's moves. He can even, you can see him kind of summoning the claw on the wings. So they're kind of implying that he pulled a whole Bruce Banner Hulk situation with Smart Hulk where he could kind of control the Devil Jin. But then these motherfuckers have the audacity to put Devil Jin as another character slot. What are we doing? Like, but then you don't have Katarina. You don't have Gigas because Jack absorbed some of his moves. It's like, I don't think they were, I don't know about the thought process. I'm just confused. Like Lucky Chloe, I don't like Lucky Chloe. I definitely don't like Craig Marduk. But what happened to these players who spent all this time on your game? I don't think they really considered the roster, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about the popularity thing, because if we're talking about the popular, that's a whole nother angle. Popularity, Dragunov is in there. He's not popular. Shaheen's not popular. You know what I'm saying? Leo's not popular. Lee's not popular. But I do like it from a depth. I like their inclusion. So I'm not banging against their inclusion. I like the fact that my point is simply that they need to include more. In my opinion, I think Tekken 8 should have the largest base roster of any Tekken or of any fighting game. They should just throw everybody in there. People wait so long for this game. You know what I'm saying? They really milked Tekken 7, and then not to have these characters represented, it just seems like they didn't pay attention to their community, man. We got people in the street right now. Somebody, my boy Quad, saying that Eddie was his first main. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. So I don't know, man. I just really feel like they didn't really put any thought. I'm hoping that Heihachi's gonna come back, but even Kazumi, I know she dead, but bring her back. You know, what about the Kazumi mains out there? Like, I think it's just preposterous, and I don't know. I just think that it was very tone deaf. It was very tone deaf, man. How you not gonna have? How you not gonna have some of these characters, but then you got 2 slots occupied by Kuma and Panda? If Panda's not there, it would have been a seamless transition to play Kuma. If Kuma's not there, play Panda. I guess you could kind of say Miguel and Brian have some similarities, but I don't think nothing tastes the cake like Kuma and Panda. Kuma and Panda should not be separate slots. The only way that Kuma and Panda could occupy separate slots is if you have everybody that ever existed in the game as somebody that could be selectable at base roster, besides the guest characters, of course. So we're not tripping off Negan not being there, Geese not being there, even Akuma potentially not being there. That's okay. But according to this roster leak, Kunimitsu's not there. How you do that, Jose? You know what I'm saying? Like, Lei is also not there. How you do that? Eliza's not there. How do you do that? That's I don't know, it's crazy. Like even with Anna not being there, Anna and Nina aren't the same. Of course, I'm not saying they're comparable, but they have some similarities to where if Anna's not there, you can play Nina for the time being. You know what I'm saying? If Kuma's not there, you can play Panda. If Devil Jin's not there, you can play Jin for the time being. Even if Jin's not there, you can play Devil Jin for the time being. Even with Heihachi being gone. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of lean towards it. You can kind of shift towards another Mishiba. But I don't know how you don't have, I really don't understand how you do not have Eddie. I think Eddie is the biggest travesty. That shout out to my Lydia players out there, my Bob players out there. Like, you bring in Lydia, you make people purchase Lydia towards the end of Tekken 7's lifespan, and then you have the audacity to not even bring back Lydia or Fakuram, which I do not like Fakuram. I do not like, you know, I don't care for Eddie, but it's not about me wanting these characters for myself. Of course, the only one that I'm really disappointed and upset with is Julia. That's what I really want, but you know, you got to bring back these other characters, man. You know, you got to be considerate of your fan base. Like, you made people purchase these characters towards the end of the lifespan of Tekken just for them not to be in the next installment. That's kind of crazy, man. But then you got Kuma and Panda as 2 separate slots. That just doesn't make any sense, man. It just doesn't make any sense, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. I mean, and in the comment section, y'all let me know if y'all think that I'm tripping or Bandai Namco and Harada them, they really dropped the ball with this roster. But I really feel like they dropped the ball with this roster for real. But like I said, they did bring out some cool characters, and some of the character reveals look dope. But you know, I think they could have did a lot more, man. And also let us know what's going on in the game. You know, what's going on with the game. Of course, we can play rank. Of course, we could play quick match and stuff like that. And I know the faster load times, but I want to know a little bit more about the game. You know, they could say the closed network test. I don't think that's sufficient enough to let us know how the online capability is going to be, the netcode is going to be. I want to see some more information on that. I want to see some more information on the game modes. Maybe we have a Tekken Force thing like they were saying for previous Tekkens. That looked dope. I never experienced it myself personally directly, but I would like to experience from what I've seen on YouTube videos and stuff. That looks very dope. You know, like look at all the extra modes that Street Fighter has, all the additional features that Street Fighter 6 has. They had Lil Wayne announce Street Fighter 6. Y'all better go get Eminem or somebody, Taylor Swift or somebody to bring out your game. You know what I'm talking about? You got to do some step up, baby. Step up, man. You know, Tekken 7 was your largest selling Tekken. Let's get right. You know what I'm saying? Show some love to the people, man. Bring back these characters for real. Bring back these characters. Don't make us wait forever. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If they drop the ball or they right on point with this character roster. I don't want to hear about oh, they might come back as DLC. I don't care about that. They should be there at launch right then, right now. I don't want to wait for Julie. I want to bow and arrow your ting immediately. Bow and arrow your ting, party crashing your ting. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. We out. God bless. Peace. Enjoy what you just saw? Click on this playlist for more of my online matches and battles against the hardest CPU. Follow my other socials as well. Don't forget to like the video.